Oh dear.
Hey gamers, this is Cash here, and I'm going to be reviewing LEGO Marvel Superheroes for every single system and platform, because that's the way they released it. So basically there's some things that are just not meant to be together, or meant to be together, like blueberries, bagels, and cream cheese. That's top. Han Solo and Chewbacca, can't go wrong without. Then Justin Bieber and lots of fire, that's another thing. The combination of one of the most beloved franchises in comic book history, Marvel, plus LEGO equals epic, respect, and everything combined. LEGO Marvel Superheroes is all sorts of awesome and possibly the best LEGO game to date. So the main reason Marvel Superheroes, to me, in my opinion, is up to that of being a good LEGO game. The game takes full advantage of storylines, characters, settings, potential humor, and lots of voice acting. The cast alone, staggering with over 100 heroes plus villains, some including Iron Man, Wolverine, Doctor Doom, the Incredible Hulk, Magneto, Spider-Man, Captain America, Gambit, Black Widow, Thor, Silver Surfer, and Deadpool. Even some of the lesser known, like mainstream Marvel personalities, are even here, like Squirrel Girl, Union Jack, the Punisher, Ghost Rider, Howard the Duck, 70s movie. It's obvious they're taking a lot of consideration with Disney too. So even what's his name? I can't even think of his name. Black Panther. Black Panther's even in this game, but you have to unlock him. The characters not only make an appearance, but are also playable and offer their own unique gameplay variation. What I mean by that is, Iron Man can fly, shoot homing missiles, and blast a powerful unibeam from his chest, just like in the movie. Spider-Man can web swing, uses Spidey sense to detect like hidden areas, crawl up walls, and he can also Peter Parker. Mr. Fantastic can stretch and contort himself into like basically anything. Wrench, coffee pot, you name it. You know, Wolverine will slice up enemies into Lego little bits, and then the Hulk, well, he smashes stuff. He can also turn into Bruce Banner, one of the most epic things I've ever wanted. Alright, well, it's incredible just how much charm each character has. They each have their own personality. Spider-Man will crouch, suspend himself upside down with web swinging when he's static. Iron Man, for example, will utter smart one-liners like he is in the movies. Loki is oozing the same swarmy ego that we've all seen in the Avengers, Thor, and Thor 2, even though I haven't seen Thor 2. It's sure to be one of the best comic book LEGO games, and it's definitely going to please a lot of comic book fans. So I want to talk about the storyline. The storyline, the game basically begins instantly with Silver Surfer being knocked off out of the sky, bringing down. He's basically hit with a bunch of cosmic bricks. Doctor Doom enlisting the help of Loki and then Magneto seek these out to create his Doom Ray of Doom. It sounds corny as shit, but it's a kid's game. It's meant to be that way. But of course, it's up to the heroes of the Marvel Universe to put an end to this shenanigans. So that's about as far as the narrative goes. It's really simple. And not to say it's not a bad thing, the story is fine. It does exactly what it needs to set up. But players will be taken to the Asgard, Savage Land, space, and everywhere between various Marvel settings, including the Daily Bugle, I think Stark Tower, and as well as the Fantastic Four. I think Richard Reed's Science Lab or some type of thing like that. And the title takes place almost directly after the events of the Avengers. So if you haven't seen the Avengers, the events of the film being directly referenced in numerous times, more than the character's solo film. So for example, the clean slate protocol from Iron Man 3 is reused at one point in early to make a boss fight lackluster and boss battles. There's also what's his face? I can't think of his name. Like brain fart right now. Can't think of his name. Whiplash. Whiplash is also in the game, and as well as in the movie. You could also unlock the Mandarin. He's in one part. There's just tons of characters, tons of story play. The animation's done very well. You also play as Agent Phil Coulson, Deadpool, and I think Nick Fury. Nick Fury is one of the main protagonists in this story. I won't say much about that. But another thing, it's open world, just like Batman, DC superheroes. This game gives you the ability to fly to the helicarrier and S.H.I.E.L.D., which is up in the sky. So you basically start there. That's like your hub world. You could create your own character, customize your own character, save your games, replay previous missions that you recently beat, choose any level that you want, customize the look of one of the superheroes, and so on. I mean, there's so much to do in the helicarrier. There's also little side missions up on the helicarrier, and as well as in the city. When you go into New York City, Queens, New York, you see Stark Tower, you see the Daily Bugle, you see Reed Richards. I can't think of this damn building. I don't know what it's called. Just call it Reed Richards Building. There's also the X-Men house where they're all there. I can't think of the name either. But the thing I'm trying to say is every superhero's main hub that was used in the films are basically put into this game, and that's what I like about this game. If you want to go to the Daily Bugle and go piss off Lego JJ as Peter Parker, you could do that. You could also go to Stark Tower, talk to Jarvis, and switch your armor of Iron Man. War Machine's also in the game, as well as Iron Patriot. The transformations. Each character has their own transformation or certain power. For example, Bruce Banner, if you hold the Y button, he could transform into the Hulk. And if you want to transform back into Bruce Banner, you just hold the button again. A-Bomb could turn into his alter ego. Let's see, who's another character that can transform? Spider-Man could web up and become Peter Parker. Green Goblin, unfortunately, doesn't have any powers. Venom's cool. He goes from being this little Venom, and then he hulks out and becomes this huge Venom. Well, what else? Iron Man. He could switch his suits, become Tony Stark whenever he wants. Who's another one? I can't think. Oh, Red Hulk. Red Hulk. He could turn into General Ross. He could go from General Ross to Red Hulk. I'm not going to say any more because I don't want to ruin it. But you also have vehicles you can unlock. Ghost Rider's flaming motorcycle. I think there's even Tony Stark's passenger jet. You could jump into it. It comes from underneath the water, and you could even fly it. So there's so many things to do in this game. Even after you beat the story mode, there's side missions. It's kind of like if you guys have played Spider-Man 2 for the Xbox or PS2. You basically go help civilians, and there's a huge world map where you could see where all the unlockable superheroes are. If you want to, all you do is mark it on your map. You go to that location, and you could either save the person from harm or do some type of mission where you're able to unlock that character, which it gives you an extra 10 hours of gameplay. So if you're a fast person who just wants to get through the game or the story, you're gonna beat the game within 5 to 7 hours. If you want to do everything, you want to get achievements, you want to do side missions, then you're looking at about 10, 20 hours. And that's nonetheless if you don't do the side missions. But the voice work is done well. The cheesiness it just fits with Marvel. And like I said, it's a Lego game. But that being a Lego game, this is probably the best Lego game of open world besides Batman DC superheroes. There's really nothing else to say. I mean, the only thing that kind of pissed me off is the story was 2% lackluster. The only reason I say that is because I was looking, okay, this is just my opinion, I was looking to transform into Bruce Banner and have some type of story with the Hulk, but nonetheless, the Hulk is in the story most of the time, so that's pretty good. It's possible. It's like I said, it's possible to play the entire story without spending more than 10 minutes in the city, but it's all up to you guys. The story can be completed somewhere in the neighborhood of 7 to 10 hours, but estimated, from what I heard, 30 to 40 hours, depending on what you do. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I've basically covered everything I needed to cover. Can't think of any more. I mean, there is, when you pre-order the game at GameStop before it release, you can also get these, playable characters, like A-Bomb, who else was in it? Play the Brain Dead right now. Can't think of anything. But it just comes with a character pack. So, Lego Marvel Superheroes is the Avengers game we've always wanted, and maybe even more. So, if you played shitty Iron Man 1, shitty Iron Man 2, those crappy games, and you want a free roam Iron Man game, this is your cup of tea. Even though it's Lego, you fly around as Iron Man. How cool is that? You want to destroy cars, you want to destroy and cause havoc as the Hulk? By all means, go ahead. You want to swing around New York City or take pictures as Peter Parker? Go ahead. That's what I mean. There's so many things to do, and if you're just a nerd like me, or a geek like me who just likes to roam around and steal cars, and kind of like Grand Theft Auto for kids. But final verdict, I'd give this game a solid 9 out of 10. It's impressive. It's got good efforts for a story, and that's all I gotta say. My next review will be Assassin's Creed Black Flags, Edward Kenway's story. So make sure you guys check that out. I will be reviewing that probably Monday. I'm excited to start doing video game reviews again. I've missed doing them. If you guys have any requests, please feel free to comment, rate, subscribe. Until next time, guys, this is Cash, and I'm out of here. Happy gaming.